Hello, good afternoon, everybody. We are back on Reference Roundtable, of course. We're here once a week on Thursday afternoons, and we just talk about library stuff because we all work in a library.
There's
It's pretty
endless things
straightforward.
to talk about.
We
It
haven't
really
run out
is.
yet.
No.
Well, that's kind of the thing. There's always more books and stuff coming out, so you can really kind of talk about the same things,
Yes.
but still have new things to talk about,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yep.
It does to me.
Yep.
So today we are talking about the library's 3 to go. We've talked about it before, but it's just a fun thing to do and a fun thing to talk about and to have all of you hopefully go and try out, that we thought we'd talk about it again. And as you can see, we have some festive baskets here because of course it's May Day, International Workers' Day. So we jazzed them up May Day style. Now, unfortunately, if you do this, I cannot guarantee that there will be a basket involved.
I can almost guarantee there won't be.
Yes.
There won't be a basket.
Yes, no basket.
But
there
it will
will
still be a great surprise.
and a nice handwritten note,
Yes.
which these don't
Yes.
have. We didn't write little notes.
No, we
for each
didn't.
other.
Yes.
But we did. We were extra in our own ways.
So we'll just talk a little bit about 3 to go, and then we'll kind of show our picks. 3 to go is very straightforward. It's kind of a book bundling service is a good way to put it. You basically go onto our website, SiouxCityLibrary.org, and you fill out a little form. You tell us what books you really like, what authors you really like, genres you like, like mysteries or true crime or all the other ones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and we pick out 3 books for you that are just ready for you to check out. I think they say within 3 business days.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they're just all waiting for you. We put them on hold underneath your library barcode, and you get 3 books to try out. And just like with everything, I always tell people, library books are free to check out. So we're not upset if you don't love all of them. But I've heard from quite a few people that they found some new favorites
Yeah.
through this service.
We
So
had some really lovely
Yep.
feedback.
it's free, and I think it's
risk-free,
worth
yeah.
a try.
It's kind
Yeah,
of-
definitely. Because even if you don't like all of them, then try it again.
Yep.
Try a different angle.
Yeah,
or-
absolutely.
Because it goes to a really wide swath of staff here, even beyond just the 3 of us. Of course, all 3 of us fulfill 3 to go requests, but lots of library staff work on these. So it's kind of a different experience depending on who's doing your bundle. So if you want a little present for yourself, like when I online shop, I feel like I'm ordering myself presents, but then it's not a present when I check my bank account and see how much money I spent. So if you want to avoid the pain in your wallet, but you still want to order little presents for yourself, this is a great way to do it.
Perfect.
So,
All right. So we drew names,
Yes.
right? So I got Michael, Lacey got me,
And
Michael
I got
Lacey.
Lacey.
So then we each filled out our forms for the person that was going to pick our books. So we're going to share the forms with you, and then that person will share the books that they were picked for them. So do you want me to go first with your form,
Yeah.
Michael?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And then you can do your books.
I'm excited to open mine, so absolutely, I'd love to go
Well,
first.
let's see. I know you're always open to different things, so I just went with it. So we'll see. So you wrote that it says, tell us what sorts of books you're looking for. And Michael wrote, I want something scandalous and shocking. I've also been into Midwestern history lately and would like to read a fiction book about Midwest history. And you wrote, I've been thinking about death and art a lot lately. So very specific. And that's the other thing.
The Axe Murder.
Yeah.
That's the book for you.
I didn't even think of that. But yeah, you can be really vague or you can be super specific, just whatever you're feeling at the moment. So you wrote that name a book or series you love. You wrote The Deviants War, The Briar Club, and then some authors. You wrote Lillian Faderman, Mike Davis, Tori Peters, Douglas Stewart, Louise Erdrich, Angie Cruz, Jeffrey Toobin, Patrick Radden Keefe. And then you marked a bunch of things, the genres that you enjoy. You're at an adult reading level. We also have where you can fill out one for your child, which is really cool because you can get some books for
We can
kids
pick
too.
out books for kids and teens.
Yep.
I picked out some picture books the other day. Normally the youth ones go to the youth services staff because they're the experts at the kids collection. I had so much fun picking out
Oh, I
picture
bet.
books. It was so fun.
I'd be lost. And then you also wrote, you're not looking for biographies right now because you're on hold for the share memoir. So that'll be a big undertaking when you get that. And you kind of want to read something that will gross you out. So here is your lovely basket.
Thank
Your May
you.
basket.
And
I will move my basket for Lacey down here for the time being, so I have space to open this. I'm nervous. I don't know why. I mean, I did ask for books that will gross me out, but I do kind of, I don't know. I want something to ruffle my feathers.
Also, side note, I just realized I didn't turn on our other camera, so we're just gonna have to show our covers,
Oh, that's all right.
sure.
which is fine. I didn't even think about it not being like a new book episode.
You will have to do
That's
without,
okay though.
without my QVC hand modeling for today. You won't get a nice up close picture of my hands.
It's more about the
We'll make
content
sure-
today anyway.
We'll make sure we read the title.
Oh my gosh, Sarah, I've read this.
Have you?
Yes, what a good pick. So right off the bat, we have Universal Harvester. It's a novel by John Darnielle, and he's the author of Wolf in the White Van. It's a really cool, like psychedelic kind
I've
of.
actually read that.
I have too.
I read this back when I was living in New York because I was feeling kind of homesick, and it takes place around
It
Council
takes
Bluffs.
place in Nevada.
Nevada,
Nevada.
which is close to Ames. Yeah.
So Iowa setting.
It's how I learned how to pronounce Nevada.
Nevada.
I always thought it was Nevada because I'm not a native Iowan.
You guys look.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
So, Bill, maybe you're watching now. It was purchased in honor of Bill McKinney, a very loyal reference Roundtable viewer. We actually read Bill's poem when we were doing the poetry
Yeah.
finalists. So this was
Oh,
added
funny.
in honor of him. Jeremy works at the Video Hut in Nevada, Iowa. It's a
Nevada.
small Nevada. We just went over that. Sorry, Nevadans. Nevada, Iowa. It's a small town in the center of the state. The first A in Nevada pronounced A. This is the late 1990s, and even if the Hollywood Video in Ames poses an existential threat to Video Hut, there are still regular customers, a rush in the late afternoon. It's good enough for Jeremy. It's a job, quiet and predictable. Gets him out of the house, yada yada. But when somebody comes in and returns their copy of an old movie, she has an odd complaint. There's something on it, but she doesn't elaborate. And then 2 days later, another customer returns a different tape, a new release, and says it's defective. Not defective exactly. There's a lot of punctuation in this. I'm sorry, I'm about to focus. But altered. So I've read it before. It's like a 90s really weird book. It's like, it is disturbing.
Yeah. So that's my version of Midwest history for you.
Yeah, I think that definitely fits that.
I like
And
that.
it's a really, if you want to read something set in this area of the country, absolutely. So that was Universal Harvester. Okay. Oh, this looks good. I've heard of this one. I think I saw some stuff about this around Halloween. It is Chlorine, a novel by Jade Song. Blurring the line between a literary coming-of-age narrative and a dark, unsettling horror tale, Chlorine is a story about the trials and tribulations of growing up in a society that puts pressure on young women and their bodies. Told from an adult perspective, a powerful, relevant debut novel of immigration, sapphic longing, and fierce, defiant becoming. So I believe this is like a mermaid horror story, because it talks about creatures of the deep, which I am grossed out by, and that I don't like. So perfect.
Well, shocking, scandalous,
Shocking,
little gross.
scandalous. Creatures that called sailors to their doom, dragged them down and drowned them. Then they feasted on their flesh, and they're mermaids. I think the idea of scary mermaids is really interesting. I totally want to read this. Yeah, love it. That is Chlorine by Jade Song.
Like, it kind of reminded me a little bit of like Shark Heart, but like
Yeah.
gross and
But, like,
scary
yeah,
and
like-
Do you
unsettling.
remember the movie Aquamarine?
Sort of,
That's what that makes me think of, but a horror.
but
version.
horror. Yeah.
And I'm a really big scaredy cat when it comes to the ocean and creatures that live in the ocean. So
there
yeah,
you
that
go.
definitely. I've heard that it has a lot of body horror in it too.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure.
I'm sure that it would gross me out. Okay, my final one. Ooh.
I didn't close mine up. I didn't want to
That's
make
okay.
you struggle.
Thank you.
Oh, I wanted to make you struggle, so mine are
Well.
under lock and key. This is Behind the Door, The Dark Truths and Untold Stories of the Cecil Hotel by Amy Price.
That's such a Sarah pick.
It is such a Sarah pick.
I've read that book.
I feel like this is a good example of since we have different staff picking for you, like you said, it's such a Sarah pick, whereas I don't know if somebody else would have. I don't know. That's the cool thing about Three to Go.
Thought of it. Yeah.
I know about the Cecil Hotel from the Netflix docuseries.
Well, and the Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
the manager is Amy Price, who wrote the book.
Ooh.
So then she writes the book and gives more like behind the scenes, basically. And there
Cool.
are very shocking moments. And
Yeah, this would definitely scandalize me.
Yep.
So Cecil Hotel is this like hotel in downtown Los Angeles, just off of Skid Row. It's been a subject of a lot of true crime. I think it was the 5th season of American Horror Story was inspired by the Cecil Hotel. And yeah, so when Amy Price took a temporary design gig at an Art Deco hotel in Los Angeles, she had no idea that the job would morph into a managerial position or that would last 10 years. Oh, so she's been through a lot of it.
Yep.
I think a story about someone who manages a hotel would be fascinating, period, let alone somebody who manages a haunted hotel where all these crimes have happened. So I would absolutely read all 3 of these.
Yay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh,
All right.
it does feel like
Grossed out
opening a
enough.
gift. What?
Hopefully you're grossed out enough.
Oh, this one, I know chlorine would gross me out because I've picked it up before when I wasn't in the mood to be grossed out. And I was like, I can't do this right now.
So,
All right. Do you want Michael to read? Let's do you read Lacey's.
Oh,
and then
Form now and you do your books. And then I'll do my books.
Okay. So Lacey's form,
I
she,
don't even remember what I said.
well, I'll jog your memory. Lacey says she loves mysteries, which we know, but she's looking to branch out while still staying in the mystery genre. Maybe something not just about a murder, but a different type of crime. I'm looking for a nonfiction book about something historical. Doesn't have to be a specific event. I enjoy narrative nonfiction that informs me while also being a fast-moving and engaging story. For example, King Leopold's Ghost and Confederates in the Attic, which luckily I've read both of those books. I'd like to also get a new fiction book, something fun and a breezy read, something to read on vacation. She likes the Thursday Murder Club books, any of the Hercule Poirot is such a hard name for me to say, series, Agatha Christie. But she also loves Eric Larson, who's a nonfiction author. And she marked all the genres she's interested in, and her reading level is an adult reading level, much like mine was. And with all
Most
of
of the
that-
time.
We'll move this
Most of
over
the time,
here.
depending on how much sleep I've had.
Oh, I was talking about me.
Well, yeah. I don't know if my beginning of this week I was awfully tired. I felt like I couldn't read for a few days.
All right.
These are for you, Lacey.
Yay.
All right. The first one is,
Ooh.
so it's by Karen Lee Street, and it's called Edgar Allan Poe and the Jewel of Peru. A Poe and Dupin, I don't know. But it's a mystery, and I'm guessing this has been a big thing in mystery books is kind of in fiction period is just taking old authors, old characters, and doing something new with them, like Sherlock Holmes and things like that. So this is Edgar Allan Poe and C. Auguste Dupin. Like I said, I can't say that. They're solving crimes, I think, in 1844, and it looks like they are tracking down the Jewel of Peru because it's called And the Jewel of Peru. That sounds really cool. I think I would definitely read that.
That does sound cool.
I was like, okay, Edgar Allan Poe is not an older British author, but he's like older British author adjacent.
And I think there's another one in this series at least. Edgar Allan Poe and the London Monster.
Oh,
So
cool.
there's at least one other
That
one.
sounds right up
Yeah,
your alley, honestly.
that sounds really good.
Cool.
Just what I was looking for. All right, the next one is. I already have this one on hold.
Wow.
I've liked this author for a really long time.
Really?
So this is A Women's Hotel by Daniel Lavery, and he's had quite a few books, but they've kind of been more in like the short story, like nonfiction, like essay kind
essays?
of department. I believe this is the first one in the series too. It takes place at the Biedermeier Hotel, and it's an all like women's hotel. Like I think it's for like women of a certain class who aren't like poor, but they're not like super wealthy, where they can go buy their own homes, but they're working. And I think it's just all kind of about that sort of thing. They're just like living their lives, doing things. And I think it's the first in the series. I think I
really
might have already
cool.
said that, but it's Women's Hotel by Daniel Lavery.
I really like the cover of that.
Cool.
One.
Yes,
too.
I saw the cover of it, and it's very a Wes Anderson.
Oh yeah.
If
it
you
is.
are I've actually had that one on hold so long that I've like multiple times been like, no, give it back to me later. I'm not ready for it. I don't know. But I do let it go to the next one.
Maybe now's the
I'm
time.
nice. All right. We have got Children of the Night by Paul Kenyon. It is the strange and epic story of modern Romania. A vivid, brilliant, darkly humorous, and horrifying history of some of the strangest dictators that Europe has ever seen. So I got to say, it sounds interesting, and I really don't know a lot about Romania, if I'm honest. Looks like, I think it kind of talks a little bit about everything. It's the country that gave us Vlad Dracula. Looks like they go all the way to at least the 1960s when Ceausescu takes over, and that sounds really interesting. It's a little hefty, but I do appreciate it has some pictures. I do appreciate that. I think that sounds pretty solid. It sounds like a very solid pick.
And I knew it would be a little long for you, but I was like, I've read that book, and it's very similar to King Leopold's Ghost in a way. So I was like, okay, if she liked King Leopold's Ghost and had the attention span for that, I think you would like that as well.
I think so, too. I think I could handle that.
And Ceausescu.
Some good picks.
Thank you. Ceausescu's fun to say.
Yeah.
Even though he's not a real fun guy.
No.
It's Ceausescu.
It's a very fun name.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yay, that's exciting.
All right. Cool. 2 baskets down, 1 basket to go.
So you found a book I've read. I found a book that Lacey's had on hold. So we do know each other.
All right. So this is Sarah's form that she filled out for me. She's always up for an exciting thriller, heart-wrenching memoir, or true crime. We're all stunned by that, I'm sure. Just like we were really stunned by my admission. Lately, I've been into more present true crime cases rather than historical. I can always appreciate a thriller that has a unique or interesting twist. I also really like family saga dramas with dysfunction or a messy kind of element to keep me engaged. I wouldn't mind something a little creepy either. I like those better when the days have more light. Some of the books and series she listed that she loves were like Shark Heart, Dog Flowers, Notes on Your Sudden Disappearance, No One Crosses the Wolf, The Drowning Kind, Behind the Door, The Dark Truths and Untold Stories of the Cecil Hotel, which we were just... And Hawk Mountain. Some of the authors she likes, Alice Feeney, Lisa Jewell, Mary Beth Keane, Lisa Cross Smith, Jennifer McMahon, and Anne Napolitano. And then she listed some of the genres, like biography, fiction, horror. Of course, adult reading level. And she just says she's been busy with school. And her reading lately has mostly been textbooks. So she's not worried about getting brand new books. She's not like super caught up. So she's like, I don't need brand new books. So yeah. I think most of the books I got you weren't super new, but they were like newish. But not like hot off the press.
Okay.
All right. We'll see what we got here. All right. Oh, my decorations are very cute.
Kitty stick.
Ooh, the first one is Every Last Fear by Alex Finlay. Finlay. I have seen this around. I have not read an Alex Finlay, so I'm sure it's a thriller. It looks thrillery. They found the bodies on a Tuesday is the opening line. So begins this twisty and breathtaking novel that traces the fate of the Pine family, a thriller that will both leave you on the edge of your seat and move you to tears. That sounds amazing, actually. What else has Alex Finlay wrote?
He just had like a brand new one come out.
Okay.
Like in the last couple months.
I was just trying to remember.
I've been seeing the name like more often.
Yes. No, this is definitely something I would read for sure.
Right away, it checks a few of your boxes.
Yep. And Karen Slaughter says on the front, prepare yourself for a twist after twist after exciting twist. A standout novel plotted with surgical precision. Ooh. Yeah, that's right up my alley.
For sure.
Great pick. Good. Yay. Okay. Next. Again, adorable decorations. Ooh, Whiskey Tender, a memoir by Deborah Jackson Taffa. I feel like I've seen this cover, but I don't know much about it. I would pick this up on the cover alone. A propulsive and clear-sighted memoir reminiscent of Maya Angelou's joyous yet difficult coming-of-age classic. This story of a mixed tribe indigenous family explores the balancing act required of a child who stands with one foot in mainstream America and the other in the wisdom of her ancestry. This sounds so good.
I read like little bits of it, and it's really good. And it's not. It's a non. What do they call that? Non-chronological
Non-linear.
memoir.
Oh, okay.
It's really good. I mean, like every review is just like it's amazing. Like it was one of the best memoirs of like 2024,
Wow.
and
Yeah.
I kind of gasped when you unwrapped it because I've seen that in the new book section, and I thought to myself, this looks like a Sarah book.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I'm actually going to check this out and take it home.
Yay!
She also went to the nonfiction writing program in Iowa City at
Oh, cool.
So, local ties. Yay. That sounds really good.
Yeah, it sounds really nice.
Okay. And my third and
we have a
final-
comment there.
Oh, we do. Dagna says, this is fun. I wrote down titles to check out for myself.
There has been a
Yay!
good
Yes,
good selection, like
had
for everyone.
Yes, we've had a great
Even some of the
mixture,
ones I
too.
picked out for yours, I'm like, I don't know. I kind of read that one.
Mm-hmm. Great mixture. Okay. And this one is called Night Watching. Tracy Sierra. The cover is really cool. It's kind of hard to read, but the nightmarish, you won't be able to look away. And that's a quote by Sherry Lapina, author of The Couple Next Door. I think I read The Couple Next Door. This sounds really good too. Riveting, a chilling account of a horrifying ordeal and a whip-smart snapshot of marriage, motherhood, and the female experience. Psychological terror at its finest.
I thought
Yep.
maybe you'd want to be scared a little bit. The whole premise is, I think if I remember right, is she's in the house with her son and she hears a noise. And she knows somebody's in the house. And she doesn't have any time to do anything, so she grabs her kid and they lock themselves in a room while the person's in the house. And then it all like unfolds from there.
Yep, and it's like during a blizzard.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know
and
that.
in the middle of the night. So
A lot of the reviews were like, I read it in a day. Because like,
Yeah.
like
You even describing it kind of made my heart rate go up. I'm kind of interested in
yeah,
that one.
no, it's like a good mixture of like thriller and scary, it sounds like. So
I love like
these are great. I want to read them all right now.
good.
I love a book with like a tight setting like that where the set piece really plays into it.
Oh, look at this. Dagna says she likes how Sarah is saving her wrappers instead of throwing them on the floor.
In fairness, I did not seal my bags, so Sarah didn't have to.
And she also decorated them for me. Very lovely. And I love to say, we talked about this earlier this morning.
Yeah.
And I am a sentimental person and I will keep these.
I was making fun of Sarah before we went live because she was talking about how she was going to keep her bags. So
He was. So thank you,
So
Dagna,
thank you, Dagna.
for siding with Sarah.
I'll keep the shreds of my bags and maybe I'll make a mosaic with them.
There you go. This was fun. I'm
fun.
excited.
It was.
I've seen these books, but never taken the time to read the synopsis and things. So
And honestly, it is really fun to pick books out
it
for other
is.
people.
I love it.
Like it's you kind of wish you could be there when they picked them up and
I
see,
know.
like
Me too.
Yes.
We get to sometimes hear about it from the circulation staff. And
when they
I
pick
know-
them up or bring them back.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, this is really cool.
I love it. Yay.
And also like we obviously know each other and enjoy each other and know our tastes, but even when like we're getting these requests from the community and it's people we don't really necessarily know, we still put as much thought and like heart into it. It feels like I'm shopping for like a Secret Santa or something.
Yeah.
And so, fill out the form and don't worry too much about what you put in there. Just put enough information in there for us to find 3 books, and we'll do our best with the information you give us. It doesn't have to be, as detailed maybe as we wrote, but
Yeah.
I'd say give it a try because,
It's very fun.
If nothing else, just to bring us a little joy in getting to find books for you.
we love what's it called? Not a secret shopper, but like a personal shopper.
Yeah.
I love playing personal shopper for our patrons. It's fun.
It's
So.
super fun. So.
Well,
All
thank
right.
you for tuning
Yes.
in, and hopefully you found some books to add to your list. I think we all definitely did, at least a
Yes.
couple.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be back next Thursday. What is it? I guess it'll be the second week of May because today was the first week.
We'll have to see if any new books are coming
we'll
in.
have to see
Maybe
if there's
since
some
we
books.
There are some new
deviated
ones on
from
the
our
way. It'll be the
normal.
Thursday before Mother's Day too. Maybe.
Yep,
We'll
Never
see.
know.
We'll something.
We always think of something.
All right.
All
Thank you so
right.
much for being here, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.